Guys, it's Sarah and I am here with another page kit. Now for this one I did pull some extra papers which I just put to the side. There are some strips because I originally only had these three large full pieces of paper in the kit, but the more I looked at it and looked at my picture and everything, I needed more. So it's a very busy picture and I have some very busy patterns going, which is not a problem, but I just needed some extra layers in here, so I grabbed some more things from my stash, but I am going to use those three regardless. So I have my background paper there and then the polka dot pink foil, not pink foil, aqua foil there, and that kind of plaid almost right there as well. And then I grabbed these two extras. I have that one too, but I don't end up using that one. So I think these are going to be enough. And then I have a camera print that I'm going to cut a couple of cameras out for my layering. So because I have a lot of different patterns going, I'm going to use some Distress ink to ink the edges. And I believe I'm going to use Stormy Sky from what I'm remembering. It's been a couple weeks since I did this, so I don't fully remember, but I think it's called Stormy Sky. And I'm going to ink the edges of all of the papers here. So as you can see, like the first one that I did was a full piece of a scrap. This one I cut from the 12 by 12. The foil here I cut from 12 by 12, and then the strip there of almost calendar paper kind of is a scrap as well. So I'm glad I was able to, kind of use a couple of big pieces of scraps here. And yeah, okay, so that's done. I'm going to go ahead and get these down because I did like where I was placing everything when I kind of was eyeballing some stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting these down. Now there is a little strip on the background paper there that has swans. It's right next to the large foil paper there. If you can see it, there's a couple of swans peeking out. So I want to make sure those don't get covered up. So I was kind of strategically placing my papers there because, our last name is Swan, so it fits nicely. Now I'm grabbing some washi tape because I want something to help ground my picture a little bit better, and I don't know if I want to go lighter or darker, so I grabbed a couple options here. And I end up going with this one right here, the large one. And this one has blue and purple and silver crosses on it, or plus signs, I guess you could say. So I'm using that because this is a picture of my husband and we are standing in front of a mural in Pensacola, Florida. And the story behind this whole picture and this layout is that my husband and I met in Pensacola while we were in college. That's where we met. And when we moved back to Florida last year, we took the girls over to our campus and kind of walked around and reminisced and showed them some places we used to hang out and, all that stuff. And then we found this mural, which was downtown. And so we stopped and had to take a picture because that's, kind of where our story started. So. Because of that, I'm going to call this my story. It's really our story, but it's okay. And I'm just taking all of these little die cuts here. The collected works really well. And this little, this is our life works really well. I'm going to layer that over the picture a little bit. So it all just kind of came together really nicely. I'm going to have this here for my journaling. So this little, label here. I'm going to go ahead and get my title down, and I believe this is a little chipboard piece. It looks like it's probably from a Maggie Holmes chipboard sheet from the look of the font and everything and the color. And I'm going to use some red line tape to put down this large wood veneer piece here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I like the way that this is just going to kind of overlap the photo a bit. And I think I'm going to cut out a couple of cameras here. So I'm going to cut out 3, I believe. And these just went really nicely with the colors of the layout and everything. And when I was going through my scrap papers trying to figure out what else I was going to use for scraps, I saw those cameras and I was like, perfect. So I will use those as well. But first I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit of a cluster done up here. So I have a label, I have a heart. I did pull a little chipboard butterfly that I will use and another heart there. So I'm going to try to use up as much as I can. I think I use most everything that I want to use in here. I think one thing that definitely doesn't make it is that little Polaroid of the 2 heart balloons. That one doesn't make it on here. It was just a little bit too big. But I think just about everything else does. Now this one says Shine Bright, and I like the way that that looks right next to the title. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and get my journaling done. I'm going to put it on this tag. I marked off where I'm going to be tucking it behind so I don't, you know, write too much or over too far or anything like that. So I'm just going to do my little journaling here. And then I will layer that over this little tag there. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the cameras down. And this one here too. And then that one says read this, that little tag, so I'm going to put that right above the journaling. I'm going to put the butterfly down here, and I believe that heart here as well. I really just like the way all these colors like just go together, all the pinks and the aquas and stuff. It's really nice. I have this little heart clip that I'm going to stick on top. That's from Freckled Fawn. And then I have these pearl dots here. So these are like enamel dots, but they look like pearls, and they're definitely much more three-dimensional than enamel dots, but they're really pretty. I really like the color on those. And then that's going to complete it, guys. So it came together really quickly, and I really, really like the way that this one turned out. So here's some close-ups. Let me know if you guys have any questions at all, and I will see you guys again very soon. Hope you have a great day. Bye.